They say if your dreams don't scare you, they're probably not big enough.
Very, very high up. I'm basically clinging on like a koala bear clings to a eucalyptus tree. Makes me nervous.
And building our dream stone house here in the mountains of northern Portugal, I think it's safe to say that ours definitely qualifies. Every project on this farm, every wall, every terrace, every step forward is slowly turning this abandoned place into the home that we imagined for our family. But today's project feels bigger than most, because next week this building has to come down.
We've got to prepare to get rid of the not garage.
Our not garage has become part workshop, part storage space, part dumping ground. And before we can demolish it, we tackle one of the biggest clear outs we've ever done on the farm. And by the end of this episode, this place could look completely different. One step in front of the other and we will get it done.
Good morning, everybody, and today is the start of a very, 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 very big project. A project that's going to end up with us knocking down our beloved not garage.
It's also mouldy and the roof is not that strong. There's water dripping down it.
Yeah, that's true. The fact of the matter is, it's got to go, and today is the day that we're going to start knocking it down.
But the question remains. What on earth are we going to do with all of this stuff?
Some of the stuff can definitely find a home in the Hobbit house.
And a lot of it, we hope, will fit in here.
Tara thinks that some of it can fit in here.
New laundry.
Maybe some can go in here.
I'm pretty confident we could fit some of it down here.
And I'm pretty sure we're going to need to start using some of this space here. Marcus has been busying himself with the pointing, doing such a great job. I'm going to head right up there onto the roof. I know Daniel's been doing some work up there. Just going to go up here and have a quick look. It is, by the way, folks, very, very high up. Makes me nervous. All right, team. Yeah. Okay, I think Daniel's. Hey, okay, I'm gonna pass the camera across to Daniel. Hang on. There we go, folks. You've got Daniel. There we go. Look at that. There we go, folks. That's what I'm talking about.
Must be a calheira, must be a calheira. And that's down.
No.
You.
Okay. Daniel's gonna go. I'm gonna stay here. Anyway, we've got some really nice pointing going on the apex there. You can barely see that there's a join, and that's underneath that's been insulated with some of that squirty expanding foam, so all nicely stuck together and joined. Obrigado, Daniel. Obrigado. That's so cool. Yeah. Let me just show you how high up I am. It's just not very nice. So I don't know how Daniel manages it, to be honest. I guess you get used to it, don't you? Okay, team, look, well, I'm up here because I'm not coming back up again, that's for sure. I'm just going to point out also underneath this this cornicing that we put here, this is granite cornicing. It does look absolutely splendid. What we've done is, or what Daniel's done is, as we've joined the tile to the cornicing here, we've just put in a little bit of red concrete to close up the gap. And the reason we've done that is to stop the birds coming up and nesting inside the roof. There we go, a little bit of an update of what's been going on the roof. I've not really enjoyed it up here. Let's get on with the day's work.
So if you've been here a while, you will know that this not garage has been a place of, I don't know, dumping. I think we all have these places in our lives, right? Where all of the things that you don't know where to put get put. And as they get put there, the chaos multiplies. So what we don't want to do is move the problem that the not garage can be to various other places around the farm. So this is going to take a little bit of organising. It's going to take a little bit of time and a little bit of preparation. It's a huge undertaking, and I think there's a bit of building we need to do before we can start emptying the not garage.
Okay, we've got a lot of wood over here.
Today is Friday and Mario will be here on Monday with his digger to start saying goodbye to this building. So we have got 3 days to get this done. The really fun thing about this space is that since we got here, we have found so many treasures in here. Things that we've, upcycled, recycled, milk bottles into lamps, wine bottles into lamps, wine presses into tables. It's been a source of amazing treasures and discovery. And who knows, maybe we will find one last bit of treasure on our final foray into the not garage.
Okay, I imagine tool shed up in the knot tank or the shed, and garden shed, tool shed down in the Hobbit house.
Love it.
First of all, need to do something I should have done 3 years ago, and that's put some shelves up in the Hobbit house so that we can make it a space that's actually usable. Yeah, it'd be so cool to be organised and have everything have its own home, its own place. That's kind of what we started off trying to do, but life gets in the way, doesn't it? It just gets busy and then you end up cutting corners a little bit.
You know what? Somehow 2026 just feels like, for the first time in a long time, there's just a little bit of space to breathe.
Yeah.
Which is weird because we're probably busier than we've ever been. It might just be because the kids are a bit older.
Yeah, that's true as well. We've got some mouldy potatoes, a few old beer bottles. We've got some paint pots. Oh, that's a heavy paint pot. It's full. That's good news.
So I'm going to leave John and the boys doing that and head up to the knot tank just to see if I can make a bit of space in there. The good thing about doing this now is it's the time of year where we can actually get things back out of storage. So much needs to be put away for the winter. All of our cushions, our garden umbrellas, extra chairs, outdoor furniture, that kind of thing, all gets packed away because, well, it pours with rain and obviously we weren't really here for much of the winter. So it's time to get that all back out again and set up our outdoor chilling areas ready for the summer. Right, let's take stock of what we've got in here. These are the cushions I've come to get. Those are for our outdoor furniture, and up there are all of the cushions that usually go down on the deck. So we'll get them all out, and what that will do is open up these shelves. But the plan ultimately is for John to put lots of shelves all the way around up on these walls, because this is going to become the tool shed. So we can hang things on the wall, get everything organised, and hopefully, don't hold us to it, but keep it organised. And a tiny bit nervous that disturbing these is going to result in the discovery of a rodent or two, because this is not a sealed room. And there is definitely a whiff in here that I recognise and don't love. Anyway, farm life, huh? The good thing is you're all watching me, so if I disturb a mouse nest, it'll be all for your entertainment. So I bet you're watching thinking, please can a mouse jump out at her? That would be hysterical. I'm not so sure it would be. Okay, safe side is done. Can you tell I've saved the other side? I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a mouse. Oh, I see a poo. There's definitely a poo. I tell you what is having a field day in here. Okay, this is a trigger warning for those of you who may or may not like spiders. Oh, heck. Right, I can't put it on. Ah! Yep, I find the scene of the crime. Someone made a lovely little bed. At least they didn't make a hole in the cushion, I don't think. Anyway, let's have a look. No. I feel like we're going to have to make a lot of mess before we feel anywhere near having this under control. And I'm kind of feeling a little bit unconvinced that this is a 3-day job. The good news is we have got help on its way. You don't think that we would clean the knot garage without João, do you? Poor guy has been subjected to that particular job of doom about 100 times since we moved to Portugal. So when we said it was happening, he was like, I gotta come back for the day. I can't not be there for the final clean of the knot garage. So he should be here in about 10 minutes. Anyway, enough talking. I managed to survive that without any mice. I've got a pile of cushions that need to get to the other side of the farm. So let's get them there. How are you guys getting on?
Yeah, 40 centimetres. We're putting the first shelf in.
Oh, nice. Well done. Hey, boys, there are so many cushions up at the tank, the shed. If you want to help me bring them down. That's actually a decent space, isn't it, love?
I think it will, yeah.
You know, this deck is one of my favourite places on the farm when it's all set up like this. I used to come down here every morning to do my workouts. And I kind of stopped when we finished the Stonehouse extension because that veranda outside the Stonehouse is also just a lovely place to exercise. But I think once we've got this all set up again, we'll spend more time down here because it is so beautiful. Right, that's just the first load done, but let's go and give John a hand. See if we can start getting that hobbit house ready to be a garden shed. Hey, João, hola. Bom dia. Hoping that we would be finished by now. Yeah. Tough luck. Right, boys, can you manage those cushions? Are you strong enough? Yeah. Okay, up you go. These two are getting stuck into the rubbish pile at the back here.
I'm going to try and reuse some of that wood for shelves.
Yeah, nice. Really is all systems go. Thank you for being here, João. Ah, yay! Joao's been missing being able to be here. And we've been missing him too. Well done, boys. Okay, the next thing you got to do is go up to the knot tank and get all this little cushions. Cool, let's do it.
So you're gonna go back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. I'm gonna carry the big one for the table.
Okay. I'm very grateful for your help, guys. Oh dear, I think we're just going to have to do it lots of different trips, okay? Thanks, buddy. You want to put these two? Thank you, my love.
Mommy, this need.
You need to get more and more and more.
Nice.
There we go, love. First bit of garden tools.
That's it. We have to make a very organised space for them all.
Yeah, it's true.
110.
So while we're down here doing this, João is doing some trips into the knot garage.
120.
Finding all the garden tools to go into their new home. Do you know what is funny, love?
What's that?
Remember when you built this and you were like, it's going to be a place to put my lawnmower?
Yeah.
And it really is now a place to put like
Well,
4 or 5
actually,
lawnmowers.
this area right here, this we think was the old pigsty and chicken coop. But this will be, I think, plenty big enough for a nice sized lawnmower, and it'll also be big enough for a few bits and pieces on shelves around the sides, and hopefully it'll keep everything nice and dry and mean that I don't have to go to the knot garage, which will probably be knocked down. There was a long time there where we were thinking maybe we use it for something completely different. And I had in my mind that this would be an entrance to a James Bond house.
My word, do you remember that?
It was
Gosh, we've had some bonkers chapters on this farm, haven't we?
Oh, it's a bloody good idea. That's all I can tell you with that one.
The James Bond house and the underground swimming pool were 2 highlights for me.
Big highlights for me too. I loved those ideas.
We built a house instead.
We did. Lots of lawnmowers.
Well, we have plans for lots of lawns, don't we?
Well, yeah, that's true. There we go, that fits nicely there, doesn't it?
Perfect.
So I got these big nails right here, huge nails. I was using those to build the deck 4 years ago. And I'm gonna put them in the walls here, hopefully, as hooks.
Oh my gosh, darling, do you feel so organised?
Very, very. Gosh, we're getting very close to having this space very nicely organised. And the paint pots are going under the house, are they? All right, Joao, are you ready? Let's take a tumble dryer first.
So these washing machine tumble dryer destined for the tiny house.
Yeah, we got a bathroom that we put in there last year. We've got nobody using the bathroom at the moment.
Nope. No guests scheduled this summer. They're all waiting for the big house.
They are waiting for the
rude.
big... And Zimbabwe. My sister's coming to visit in Zimbabwe.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Right, you guys, we have done a lot of chatting about water recently on this channel because we've been moving our off-grid water supply and rearranging stuff here on the farm. The houses that we are living in and will be living in are connected to mains water, which does take away the stress of running out of off-grid water. However, even if we were drinking out of the biopool, it wouldn't be a problem because we have got our friends at Waterdrop who have kept us and our drinking water safe since we got to Portugal, and for that we are so grateful. And I wanted to share our latest water filter with you because it is such a massive upgrade, I can't even tell you. And even if you are living somewhere and relying on mains water, that you are in control of making your water safe is more important than ever. It makes me really mad that we live in a world where forever chemicals and microplastics are entering our bodies and settling in our brains. With our X12 in place, at least I know they're not coming from our water. It's got an 11-stage filtration system and it remineralizes the water and makes sure that the alkaline of your water is absolutely perfect. So not only is it clean, it's also giving you everything that you should be getting from something like a pure off-grid water supply. This tap is beautiful, but it's also very handy. You can adjust the volume levels of the water. It's got your filter status, so you can see whenever one of your filters needs to be changed, and it gives you a TDS rating. It also has an extraordinarily fast flow rate and will fill your glass of water in just 3 seconds. And it all fits under here. Its tankless design means it fits perfectly under your sink and takes up absolutely no space. In a world where we are plagued by things like forever chemicals and microplastics, and no one can really tell us what they're going to do to us long term, having something like this in your house just gives you so much peace of mind. And I would highly recommend that if you haven't already got a water filtration system in your home, have a look at the X12. I'll pop everything you need to know in the description box below this video. And thank you, Waterdrop. We appreciate you so much.
Next. All right, I think we put the bikes down in under the house.
Okay, bikes under the house.
Yeah, do you want to bring one down?
Okay, cool. I'm coming! That looks fun. That looks fun. Oh dear.
Just going to put them at the back, I think. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Last summer, the boys were sat on these.
I know. Why are you boys getting so big? How are you feeling?
Ready to finish.
Look at that, look. There's an original tape measure from the old school knot garage. Right, we're starting to make good progress. John's just taking up the first wheelbarrow to the knot tank, which I think must be looking quite clear now. It doesn't have the bikes in it. It's that point in a knot garage clean. We've been there a few times where it's like, well, I'd quite like for this to be over now, but we're so close to the tipping point where it starts to feel like, oh, actually, we're nearly done. So one step in front of the other and we will get it done.
Quite a lot of wood left over from when we had all the trees that we chopped down. So that's going to be pretty helpful with the storage solutions. Let's just go and see whether we can find somewhere to put those suitcases.
Good shout, love.
Suitcases don't tend to weigh very much. Let's test it. Okay, you get one too, Sawyer.
I got a big one.
Love it. Oh, that one's heavy.
That's got jackets in it.
Can you get me another one, Sawyer?
Yeah.
Well done.
I'm going to have to put another cross beam.
Needed a bit stronger. Great idea though. Love
A bit
it.
stronger.
I'm trying to.
Right, is it lunchtime?
I think it's lunchtime.
Right, we've all taken a break for lunch. We're just waiting for Joao and Sawyer to get back. Sawyer went off for lunch at Joao's house, which he loves to do. Weirdly, it's getting cold this afternoon, which I'm a little bit confused by. It's kind of gone very overcast and chilly. Let's hope it doesn't rain because I've got a tumble dryer in the middle of the courtyard and a whole bunch of stuff waiting for a new home. But let's wander up to the shed because I think John is up there putting shelves in and getting going with jobs. What's the plan then, love?
Well, we've got to put some more shelves up here
Okay.
and create a bit more space, I think. All right, well, that's a pretty strong table. I don't think there's anything there that we need to worry about. So
He's back. All right, good. That's Joao and Sawyer back. So let me go down to the Knot Garage and see what the plan is, what everybody is getting up to. The very first time we ever cleaned this Knot Garage, we were finding so many cool things like light fittings and wine barrels and all sorts of cool stuff. Anyway, when we did that, there was also a whole load of rubbish, like loads of rubbish. It wasn't our rubbish, we had inherited that rubbish. And Jose and Lida, who lived just down the road from us, were the owners of the Airbnb that we stayed in when we first were getting ready to move on to the farm. And they came with their truck and they helped us clean this place out, and it was incredible. And I messaged Lida today, I haven't seen her for ages, and said, Lida, is there any chance Jose could come with his truck? And here he is, literally an hour later, drives down the road with his truck to take away the rubbish again. And it kind of feels like a really cool full circle moment, you know? The people that helped us in the beginning clean this space are the same people who were here at the end helping us clean the space.
I've never done this before.
Done what?
Tidied up.
No, I know. Is it quite enlightening?
Well, not tidied up, but, you know, had a tool shed that's got organised tools. So it's been quite the adventure this afternoon. I've been putting shelves up and got suitcases in the roof.
Nice.
Tools along one wall. I've even drilled some holes in a piece of wood to put screwdrivers through.
Goodness me, who are you and what have you done with TheNewbys? Look at this, love. You could literally walk in and go, I need a tape measure, I need a screwdriver, and I need a clamp. And you could just walk back out again with everything you need.
Yeah. Anyway, it's going well.
I'm glad. Well done you. It looks epic. Little by little. Starting to rain. We should move the cushions.
Yeah.
So it's a new day, you guys. We left you yesterday when Jose came to take the rubbish away, and it got to the point in the day when actually we just wanted to crack on, get it over and done with. So filming sort of stopped, we beavered away, and we got quite far down the line. Today we have got Roby and a friend of his here. Roby is one of our guys on the build site during the week. Today's Saturday, so we've offered him a little bit of extra work to come and help us do some of the heavy lifting. John is there taking up the last few loads up to the shed. The other things that are on the job is just finish getting everything out the Knot Garage that needs to come out the Knot Garage. We then need to clear around the Knot Garage. We've got piles of leftover terracotta tiles. We've got some water pipes and things that need to go up to the tank. Joao's going to be here tomorrow morning just to help us with a few final hours of finishing up And then we should be ready for Mario on Monday morning. So it's definitely time to say goodbye to the Not Garage. It's definitely time for it to go. But yeah, as I said yesterday, I think we're feeling a little bit funny about it and a wee bit sad. But it does feel good to see it empty, you know, and for everything to be organised. So what to do with the barrel. We've also got this old wine press, which has just got all mouldy and knackered. Oh, this place is such a shame. There's some of John's old kitchen cabinets there, or kitchen worktops. A couple more of those windows that we had. And then remnants of this building's previous life, when it used to be a winemaking adega. But we're very nearly there. We've put those water tanks up for sale. And look at this, guys. Did you ever think you would see the Not Garage almost empty? Quite remarkable, really. Right. I think we've got a few days of rain ahead of us. So fingers crossed we won't be delayed by the weather. Let's just tuck this behind here. We can put pipes and things up the side of this building. They don't need to live inside. How are we doing, love? A few more loads?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit fed up.
Me too. It's
You know,
definitely at that point where you're like, okay, I just want this over now.
Yeah.
Did you get wet?
Yes.
We need to buy you some raincoats. You don't actually have any that fit. So this is looking great though, love, isn't it?
Organised.
Maybe we can have lunch in here with a table and chairs.
That would be a smart idea. Why not? We could do that.
Picnics
And
in the
maybe
tool
let's-
shed.
Yeah. Let's
What
move
happened to
the
my-
tools.
What happened to my tape measure?
Good.
Surely not.
Look at that, eh? Should have moved out the Not Garage years ago.
That's true. What we've got now is a huge space, and we're getting into the back of the Not Garage. The back of the Not Garage is often where we found exciting, interesting things. What do we do with all these bottles up here? Well, I think we're going to have to keep them, aren't we? We'll stick them underneath the house where the paint pots have been going. I don't think there's much more to be discovered, to be honest. I think we're pretty much nearly there. And then it's going to be time to knock it all down. And I'm going to be sad about that. I'm going to be really sad about that. This is a space that I recognise, because of the planning permits that we've got, that it has to go. You know, the impermeable space that we've got there, it takes us over the limit, and, you know, having that house there was the compromise. But I'm going to blooming well miss this space. There's been so much drama, if you like, so much learning, so much creating, so much thinking, so much sitting. You know, you guys see us wander in here and out of here quite frequently on the episodes, but what you don't see is the times that I come in here on my own and just fiddle, you know, like an old man in his shed, basically. So this has been a really, really special place for me. And I am going to be magnificently sad when it goes. Okay, this I'm going to want to try and save.
They are good shelves, aren't they?
Yeah. So that's 210 long. It might fit really perfectly.
Look, can this be mine?
Yes, it can.
That's it.
Out the way, Sawyer. Quick, quick, quick. Good work.
Maybe it's not going to fit through the door.
It is. Daddy's got a plan. Oh, so close. Yes.
I put some legs on it and good to go.
Nice. That's lucky, isn't it? Good thinking.
Really lucky.
Oh, Ruby, that's very heavy. Let's put it behind the door, I think. That is an old fireplace that used to be in the derelict house that we inherited here. Apparently they're amazing old Portuguese cast iron fireplaces. So we've had a few people in the past comment and say, oh, that's a really precious thing, you must look after it. So there we are, looking after it. We'll see where we find a home for it.
Maybe this can be our house.
You want to live in here? Okay.
You know, and if we're honest,
And can I have the
man's shed isn't quite the same unless it's got some pieces of wood in the rafters.
Quite right. I love it. You know, when we built this shed, this is what we envisaged, right? Was that it was going to be a lovely tool shed, all organised with shelves and plenty of space. And we are slowly making progress and getting things really feeling very under control, actually. Look at that. That's from the OG Not Garage. I thought it could just go on a shelf and look pretty. I've just snuck away into the house because there is such a big part of me that is so excited to experience this house on days like this. When we have days like this in Portugal and it rains and rains and rains, we all end up inside the stone house, and it's a really small space and it can very quickly start to feel very claustrophobic. Because one day, not so far from now, maybe in 6 months' time, we will be in this house when it's raining.
Well, I very much hope next winter, this coming winter, you know, so we've got a bit more space with the boys.
Well, it'll just be like a complete game changer. Imagine having all this space, warm, cozy, homely, underfloor heating, the views of the rain.
Well, that's what I'm looking forward to most.
Isn't it?
Being able to, because it's not cold, it never really is cold.
Yeah.
But it can be very wet in northern Portugal. I'm really looking forward to sitting out on the terrace here and just watching the clouds roll in and out. I think one of the greatest shots that we ever got, time-lapse shots, from the farm here, was of the clouds rolling in and coming literally straight on top of the house and back out again. It was one of the very first shots we did here.
Yeah, magic, isn't it?
Beautiful, beautiful shot. Yeah.
And that will be our view from here. I can't wait. I absolutely cannot wait.
Okay, last thing to do is just to finish off what we did at the very beginning, which was get rid of the off-grid water system.
Oh, still so much rubbish, but not as much as we had. So that's good.
Yeah, it's a big question what we're going to do with the rest of the stuff. I think wood has got to be separated from concrete.
Yeah.
And then
the rebar will be separated out once Mario's knocked it down.
Yeah.
We've also got, love, the big metal press inside the old wine tank at the back. That's going to need to be cut out.
Yeah, what do we do with it? I mean, I think probably the best thing to do with that is to sell it
for the metal. Yeah.
Crusoe, can you hold that pipe, that grey pipe, onto the other pipe?
This pipe.
Yeah, that's it. And then it's open, good.
Mama, can
Well done.
Zoya, can you tell me, is water coming out
There's
of
water
that?
coming out the pipe at the end.
No.
Where is that then? So just pull that out for me. Let's have a look.
Is it coming out, Sawyer?
Yes.
Well done.
Not a pipe.
Look at this teamwork, hey? Done.
Done.
That it.
Good work. What are you painting there, Sawyer? You're painting a shiny stone. Okay, that's good.
Are you getting soaked, Sawyer?
Yeah.
Yep, okay, good. Right, on that note, lovely people, I think we're going to say goodbye for now, folks. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. Tune in next time because this place
It's going to be knocked down.
is going to be goodbye to the Not Garage. We'll see you then. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and look after yourselves. Ciao for now.